You can lose all of your crypto with one wrong click. $200 million have been stolen in 2022 alone. I'm Fabio, the co-founder of Blowfish, and we have raised $12 million to solve the crypto native scam problem. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to self-custody your crypto safely. Part 1. What is crypto self-custody? Crypto self-custody is when you hold your crypto without the help of a third party. It's like the difference between having $50 in your wallet versus in a bank account. The $50 bill in your pocket is completely under your control, whereas the money in the bank, you need cooperation from the bank in order to spend that money or to withdraw it. In crypto, you self-custody when you use a wallet such as MetaMask or Phantom. You aren't self-custodying when you keep your crypto on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance. Why should I self-custody my crypto? Because you could lose your money if whomever you're trusting to hold it loses it. This is exactly what happened to hundreds of thousands of customers of a centralized exchange called FTX when they went bankrupt. When you're self-custodying, you don't have this risk. The second reason is to more easily use Web3 applications, also known as dApps. Some examples of dApps are Uniswap if you want to trade cryptos, or OpenSea if you want to buy an NFT. To do this, you will need to sign blockchain transactions. And this is very easy to do from a Web3 wallet, which tend to be self-custody wallets. But it's not so easy to do from a centralized exchange. What are my options if I want to self-custody crypto? You really have two main options. One is a mobile app or browser extension wallet, and the second is something called a hardware wallet. If you want to go the mobile app or browser extension wallet path, it's very easy. You can essentially use a device that you already own. Your crypto will then be stored on that device, so either on the phone or on the computer. I guess one risk to be aware of is that if your computer or phone gets hacked or infected with some malware or a virus, you could potentially lose your crypto. In the universe of these mobile and browser wallets, there are really two kinds. There are those that will ask you to store a seed phrase offline in a safe place, and those that will ask you to store a secret file on a cloud storage service, such as Google Drive or Dropbox. And the second way that you could self-custody your crypto is using a hardware wallet. This is a dedicated, separate, air-gapped device that only stores your crypto. What this means is that if your computer or phone gets hacked, your crypto will still be safe. What is a seed phrase? It's the equivalent of a master password from which all of your other crypto account passwords gets generated. So if someone gets access to your seed phrase, they can transfer all of your crypto. It's really important to keep your seed phrase offline and to never share it with anybody in order to avoid your cryptos from being stolen. So never store your seed phrase on any internet connected device. This could be your phone notepad or as a picture in your camera roll. These are all really bad ideas. You really want to write it down on a physical piece of paper and put it somewhere safe. How should I store my seed phrase offline? You could store it on a piece of paper, stick it in an envelope, and put it in a secure location. Maybe you have a safe at home or under a mattress. But if you are concerned about this piece of paper getting destroyed, which could happen through water damage or fire, you can also buy a way of storing it on a metal plate. The best way to store your seed phrase is to store multiple copies of it in multiple locations. So what this means is if something happens to one of those locations, let's say your house burns down, you won't lose your cryptos because you'll have another backup somewhere else. If you're an advanced user, you could even use something called a Shamir secret sharing scheme in order to split up your seed phrase into multiple pieces, also sometimes called shards. And then you could store these shards in various locations. What's really cool about doing this is that if someone finds any one of these pieces, they won't be able to recover and steal your cryptos. They would need multiple of these shards in order to recover your seed phrase. So how do people even get hacked or infected? How do they get malware on their computer or phone? The most common way is by downloading files and programs off of the internet and opening and running them. Sometimes these files and programs aren't what they seem. We've seen software vulnerabilities that infect PDF files, such that when you open it on your device, it's able to infect your computer and goes looking for your crypto. Because of this, it's very important to only open documents and programs on your computer from sources that you trust. How do crypto wallets that don't involve a seed phrase work? This is a really good question, and we're gonna have to get a little bit more technical to answer it. These wallets use a kind of cryptography called multi-party computation. This is a fancy term for saying that they actually take your seed phrase and split it into multiple pieces. One of these pieces will be held by the wallet company, another will be stored on your device, and a third will be used as a backup that they're going to ask you to store in a cloud storage provider, Dropbox or Google Drive. Now, you only need 2 out of these 3 pieces in order to approve a transaction from your wallet. So what this means is that if you lose your phone, you could easily recover your account by fetching your backup from your Google Drive. If your device gets hacked or infected, the hacker will not get your seed phrase. The hacker will only get 1 out of 3 pieces of your seed phrase, which means that they would also need to either hack the wallet, which is much harder, or they would also have to have access to your storage account. Without that, this one piece is useless to them. Therefore, I would say that these wallets that use this approach are definitely safer to use than the ones that give you a seed phrase to store yourself. What should I never do? Never store your seed phrase on an internet connected device. Not in your phone notes, not in a picture in your camera roll. Always back it up offline. Never share your seed phrase with websites or apps asking for it. Remember, if you give someone your seed phrase, it's the equivalent of giving them all of your crypto. And lastly, never have a single point of failure in your crypto wallet setup. Think to yourself, if something happens to one of my seed phrase backups, would I still be able to recover my crypto? And if the answer is no, then make sure you have another backup. Always have redundancy. Have multiple ways that you can recover your crypto and no single point of failure. What other dangers are there when self-custodying crypto? The other major danger is accidentally signing a scam blockchain transaction that sends all of your crypto to a scammer. This is what happened to Kevin Rose when he lost 2.2 million in NFTs and tokens with one click. It was this danger that Blowfish was built to solve. And this is the topic of our next video, so follow us to learn more about how to avoid scam transactions when using your crypto wallet.